A cold wind crawled across the abandoned house as Amara pushed the creaking door open, unaware that something inside had been waiting for her return. The hook tightened the moment her foot touched the dusty floor. The silence felt alive, as if the walls were holding their breath. She tried convincing herself it was just an old family home carrying forgotten memories, but the strange heaviness in the air warned her that this place remembered far more than she did. In the dim light, old family portraits stared back at her with eyes that looked too human to aware, and when she found a worn-out diary resting in a cracked cabinet, her curiosity pulled her deeper into the darkness trapped within this house. The intro unfolded as Amara flipped the diary open. Each page seemed older than the one before, filled with her grandmother's shaky handwriting describing nights filled with whispers, shadows that watched her sleep, and a presence that lingered behind every door. Amara felt her pulse quicken as she read about a room her grandmother was forbidden to enter, one that supposedly held the family's curse. She tried laughing it off, but the moment she shut the diary, a faint whisper brushed past her ear, close enough to feel breath that wasn't hers. Telling herself it was the wind, she decided to explore the house more, though every corner felt like it hid a pair of eyes watching her every step. The main body began to take control of her night when the lights flickered on their own, and her reflection in the dusty hallway mirror delayed by a second, as if something else was controlling it. She wandered from room to room, the wooden floor groaning underneath her feet like a warning. In one corner, she discovered a door she had somehow missed before, a door that looked newer than the rest of the house, as if someone kept it sealed intentionally. The whisper returned, louder this time, forming her name with sickening clarity. Summoning her courage, Amara opened the door and found a hidden room filled with old photographs, each showing a member of her family standing in the exact same place. Their faces twisted with fear. When she walked inside, her breath froze. At the center of the room was a mirror covered with handprints from the inside. The diary suddenly slipped from her hand and flipped open by itself to the last page, revealing her grandmother's final message. If you see the mirror, it's already too late. The temperature dropped instantly, and Amara watched in horror as her reflection slowly smiled on its own, lifting its hand while hers remained frozen at her side. The closing unfolded as the mirror's surface rippled like water, and the reflection stepped closer, its eyes dark and hollow. Amara stumbled back, realizing too late that the house never wanted her to leave. Its memories were hungry, and she was its newest one. The reflection pressed its palm against the glass, and another whisper seeped into the room, curling around her trembling body. Your turn. The light went out, the door slammed shut, and the mirror's surface swallowed the last glimmer of movement. By morning, the house stood silent again, but now one more face appeared in the portraits, Amara staring out with the same haunted eyes as those before her, waiting for the next person foolish enough to open the door. The house fell into a heavy silence as Amara's final scream faded into the darkness, swallowed by walls that had heard it all before. The mirror in the hidden room settled, its surface smoothing like calm water after a violent ripple, and her reflection, now no longer her own, blinked slowly from inside the glass. Outside, dawn crept across the sky, but no light dared enter the house. It remained dim, cold, and breathless, as if time itself refused to touch it. By morning, A new portrait appeared on the dusty hallway wall, Amara standing stiff, eyes widened in terror, captured forever in the same haunted style as the ancestors before her. Anyone passing by would never guess the truth, but inside those painted eyes, something still watched, still waited. And deep within the mirror, a faint whisper echoed, quiet but eager, calling for the next soul bold enough to step through the door and become part of the house as endless memory.